Hey everybody, how you guys doing today? So, thank you for joining us or for joining me. So, today I have three special guests who will be with me today. And these young ladies are willing to talk about what it's like being black, single, and in that dating scene. So, before I bring them on, let me introduce myself. My name is Angela Parker. My husband is not with me today, Pierre, but we are a husband and wife marriage and relationship coaching duo. We have been married 28 years, together for over 30 years, and it's our goal to help couples communicate more, love more, and build healthy long term relationships and marriages. So, I'm going to bring on my guest, and we're going to get started with this interesting topic about black women dating in their 50s. All right, so let me bring them on. Hey, hey.
Hey.
Hi, Nicole. Hi, Carmen. So we have one other person. Well, oh, I'm shaking the table. We have one other person that I'm waiting for, Miss Katrece, and she'll be on with us in just a minute. So, ladies, you know what the topic's about. So I want you guys to be honest. I want you to guys, this is just really, I'm going to be asking questions, but I really just want this to be like open dialogue, being honest, being truthful, just being your authentic self about this interesting topic since I haven't been single in forever. I'm going to rely on you guys to tell me what's what and let the audience know what's what in this dating in your 50s. So y'all ready? You ready, Nicole? You gonna be honest?
Yeah.
Because out of the three of you, Nicole is the more like me, more on the reserve side on talking about things. Oh, there's Miss Katrece. Let me add her in. Hey, hon.
Hey.
You got your margarita? Because it is gonna be a sipping talk, like everybody. I didn't realize this until Nicole and Carmen like, can we drink wine? I said, sure, we can drink some wine. So like I was just introducing and then letting everybody know, Miss Catrice, that we are going to be talking about being a black woman dating in her 50s. Why you got that look on your face, Catrice?
I need to stop. I need to stop.
I think you froze on me, Miss Catrice, but that's okay. You're a techie. You'll know how to fix it. So, again, thank you guys. Thank you, ladies, for coming on. So, let's get started. So, I gave you guys some of the questions just so you guys could be prepared. The first question I have is if someone would have said to you 10 or 12 years ago that you would be single and dating in your 50s, what would you have said to them?
Hell no.
Okay, Catrice, elaborate.
I had something to do.
Say that again.
Someone else go away.
Okay, Nicole.
Absolutely not. I thought I would be married,
Mary. Okay.
settled into my marriage.
Okay.
So I wasn't prepared for the single life dating.
Okay. Okay. And Miss Carmen.
Exactly the same. Same scenario. I would not have been.
But what would you have said to someone? I mean, Catrice said, "Hell no." Would y'all would have also said, "Hell no, I'm not. I'm gonna be married and for life. This is it."
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Okay. Okay. So, what are some of the most significant differences you've noticed in the dating landscape? So, compared now to when you're in your 20s and 30s, what are some of the differences? I mean, of course, yeah, age, but what are some of the differences that have really kind of taken you aback about dating now? Nicole?
Well, I think I should go back. So I'm getting back to the
We
dating.
got to turn the volume. There's a
Are you guys on? Are any of you on your on YouTube, as well as No. You just have an echo?
How about now?
Hello? Hello?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you, Carmen.
So I'm newly dating, so it's kind of a new, not even a year in.
Okay.
I would say your 20s and 30s is more fun.
More fun? Okay.
It's more
Okay,
fun.
no, I mean that's fair.
You know, in our 20s and 30s, we were clubbing
Yeah.
and doing things like that. We're not really clubbing like that. So
Right.
dating now is just a lot more reserved. Movies and maybe you could do go on a drive, picnics. I love live music, so live music, but it depends on who you're dating.
Who you're
You have
That's true. That's true. Because I'm also probably going to say that now most of the time, men as well as the women, we're stuck in our ways.
we're set in our schedules and routines.
Right. It is hard to deviate from that. It's hard to say, okay, I'll try something a little different, but you know, I'm sure that you do need to try and try something a little different. But I'm sure it's hard. Miss Katrece, what's the difference now dating? And I know we've already had this talk because you won't get out the damn house. So, but what have you found that's different from dating, of course? And I know in your 20s and 30s you were already married, but before you got married, well, what's different for you?
In my opinion, when I was younger, they were more brave. They were willing to be in a committed relationship and to see if, let's see where this goes.
Yeah.
Whereas the men, okay. Let me see something. Okay. Whereas the men now aren't looking for commitment, at least they want to have confidence. They want relationship or temporary.
Mm-hmm.
The bravery is not the same.
Oh, okay.
At least so far. It'll change.
The bravery for you is not the same.
The men.
For the men. Okay.
The men, but they have multiple. You could be my Tuesday girl. I got somebody else for Wednesday.
So they're not ready to commit. That's what it sounds like. They're not wanting to commit.
Not the same type of bravery.
Yeah. So, Nicole, and Carmen, Pierre was saying you guys need to put on headphones for feedback. He's listening. That's what he gave a suggestion.
Who was that?
Pierre. He was saying that there was feedback and echoing, so probably headsets or headphones on your.
There is a button in settings that says echo cancellation.
Yeah,
you found it. Yeah. Okay, cool. I didn't even know they had that on there. Maybe I should do that on mine too.
Maybe he did his.
Let's see if that helps. I don't know if I have any echoing.
You don't have echo. It's more
echo. We hear echo with Katrece.
And I hear echo with Nicole and Carmen.
Okay.
This is the first time. This is good. We're figuring out.
You guys. This is for y'all out there and live YouTube land. This is my first live stream by myself.
Yeah, I made her go on live.
My two techie people, and I'm about to knock over the camera. My two techie people. One is at her house in Roseville, and the other one, he left me to do a gig. So bear with me. All right. And Carmen, I'll let you take that sip. Because it's your turn to answer the question.
What was the question?
What are some of the most significant differences you've noticed in the dating landscape now compared to when you were in your 20s and 30s?
Well, it's just folks are looking for different things than they were back in their 20s and 30s, as far as I can feel. So yeah, that's the main thing is, but at the end of the day, we're all looking for our person, whether we're young or old. So,
okay.
Yeah. I wanted to add, also, just like with us, men, they're trying to figure it out too. Because a lot of older men, they're just now getting back in the dating scene. So it's new for all of us, and we're all trying to figure it out.
Mhm.
In addition to what you said, Angela, about being set in our ways, we have our routines. So mixing those worlds when you already have your routine,
Mhm.
being set in your ways, like Katrece said, men are not as, bold or confident because they're trying to figure it out just like we are. It's just right now for me, it's kind of dull.
Wait a minute. What do you mean? It's wait a minute. Go on. Elaborate. Why is it
It's
dull?
just a little dull. It's not exciting. I mean, you might meet a nice person that you enjoy, and they're wonderful, but that spark that comes with dating when you're younger, the adventure of dating. There's no. I'm not finding the adventure in dating
Not.
at 50. Oh, bless all.
Good to know. Good to know. All right. So, can you share any experiences where your age has influenced your dating experiences, either positive or negative?
Dating, no, but in my past relationships, in my past marriage, yes. But dating, no.
No. Okay. Okay.
'Cause
Katrece?
now I set the guidelines. Nothing under a certain age, so I don't. I've learned my lesson.
What's that age?
Let's see. Right now, it would be 55 to 60.
Oh, okay. 55 to 60. Wow.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I mean, Nicole, what was that look for? I saw that.
I mean, if I had an ideal, 55 to 60,
Now, see, I'm trying to do something different. I attract younger men, but I'm trying to do something different and mature and adult and do older, but I would do 45 to 60.
And I would have said I'd do that until I learned.
Wait a minute, what'd you learn?
No, just there was a 10-year age gap between me and my ex-husband.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she was saying, yeah. And a lot of it actually made us really even more compatible because I have kind of a young spirit. So it was kind of like, okay, we have a good balance here. But on the other hand, there were certain things that were still significant. It was one of those kind of like when you think about the age difference, if you were in third grade, it's like, ugh. But you know what I'm saying? It's just a trip. So, yeah, 10 years is a long time. So as far as for a relationship, 10-year age gap.
10-year age gap. Okay. Yeah. Katrece.
So for me, I look young for my age. So I tend to get older men picking me up thinking they getting a young mama. And the older men that pick me up wanting the younger one is because it's about control. And so then they want control. But I'm not the young one. Usually I'm the same age or a little older. And so then it's been, they try to control it, and I'm like, we can be partners, but it's
you're not gonna control this.
You can't control me.
Right.
So I don't mind dating younger, but I had to learn that because I did not want to date younger. So when I got out of my divorce and I met a younger man, very, very attractive man, and I said, "Oh, you're just a baby," and he stopped me. Baby, I have my own house. And he just broke it down. And I was just like, ooh, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, but it kind of taught me that I need to expand my horizons. So I'm 55, so 47 ish and up, but if they're older than me, they need to do more than sit on the couch. That's the other thing. Dating people older than me, they just want to sit on the couch. They just want to be at home.
You better preach.
I like to do stuff. I like to travel. No, that's what the DVR is for. We can watch it later.
Right.
Something. So
Yeah.
it's been interesting, but I just kind of would like someone who understands my genres, right? Who, when I say, "Ooh, I watch the Thundercats," and they know what the hell I'm talking about.
Right.
That's some sexy stuff right there, boo boo. I love that.
So basically, I mean, except for you, Carmen, you want them 50 and up, and the other two are like, I can do a little bit, I can
Well,
do maybe 45, but
well, what I'll say is, because a good point was made by Miss Katrece in that if the brother got his stuff together and he's younger than 55, I'm not gonna, I'm open.
you're open.
If he's,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely. That's even more impressive. You 47 and you got boop, 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 boop. Do it, brother, do it. That's what I'm talking about.
Do it, brother. Do
Now,
it.
have you ever considered dating out other than Black men? Nicole's like,
And more power to you. I have nothing against it. I feel like at the end of the day, love is love, but I'm for the Black family structure. I'm for the Black man, Black woman, Black love. That's
right there with you.
yeah, that's my preference.
Okay. Okay. Other two, who jump in, go ahead.
I think you can look at me and know where I'm coming from.
You like the smorgasbord, as Katrece
No.
said.
I mean, at the
No?
end of the day, I literally, I support whatever. Love is love, but yeah, I'm open, but
Yeah.
for whatever reason, nothing but Black men have ever been interested.
Okay. Okay.
So enough to tell me so that I would know. So anyway,
Katrece?
I'm open. I've only been approached by Black men, but all of my children are married and dating outside of their race. So and honestly, growing up as a child of deaf adults, I didn't learn about race and color till I was 7 years old.
right.
So
Okay.
I don't care. There is something about a yummy Black man. I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
Look, you got Nicole over here.
Oh, they're celebrating.
Nicole understand anything. I see them, I be seeing them, I be like, ooh, there's something about my Black kings that just does something for me, but I'm open. I've
You're
always
open.
been open, but they don't approach. I mean,
Yep.
and it's
Same.
where I live is I've lived in places not even 1% Black. So it's
Right.
like,
Yeah,
but I'm
because where
open.
you're at now, I don't know if every
It's
time I
so
come down
family
there, I don't even
oriented
think they're
here.
even out there anymore, especially where
It's
you
so
live.
if they are here, they're already married. It's very family oriented here. So
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So being artists, because all of you are artists on some level. So being artists, do you feel that has impacted your dating life? Are men intimidated? Do they find it hard to approach you because you're out there? I mean, all three of you on different levels are artists. So
Right.
do you find that to be more of a challenge when finding a man to date? And
Who's first?
You go.
Me. Yeah, because we'll be like blah blah blah. Yes, it has been. There's definitely a sense of intimidation from social media. So the answer is yes for me. What about for you?
I don't know. I don't feel like it has made a difference. I think it's the way you present yourself on social media. I think a lot of people tend to assume that I'm taken.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Yeah.
but I think it's also how you present yourself on social media. I think that, yeah, it may come across either probably wouldn't know. I don't know if
Right.
she's single or because I don't really focus on that part of my life on social media. So, but I feel like I'm approachable. I don't feel like if people are intimidated, I don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay. Okay. You there,
Yeah.
Katrece? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
did
can
you hear
hear
the
you.
question, hon?
Say the question again.
So, do you feel that being an artist, and in your case, your art, and then your high, what's the
My time.
word? Yes, on social media, do you find that that has an impact on your dating life? Are men intimidated by that, or do they just stay away from it because it's, whatever their idea is? But do you find it that it impacts your dating?
I've had people who did not like maybe my social media presence.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I've had people who had no social media presence, so they don't care.
Okay.
Um, you know, I get leery about people who don't want to post my picture or don't want to be in a picture because then I'm like, what's really going on?
Mm.
But for the most part, it hasn't caused. I mean, in that particular question, it has not caused too much. It's just people want to DM me, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Do
if I haven't met you, don't think you could hit me up in my DMs, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, let's go out. No.
do you think that it's helped your, being out there? Do you think, I know you just said people DMing you, does that happen to you a lot, Nicole and Carmen?
I get a DM periodically, but no.
No.
I
Okay.
think that, like, again, the way you represent and present yourself on your social media, people kind of fall in line with that. I don't think I give off that vibe or energy that you should hit me in the DM. I don't give off that energy or that vibe. So I think people act accordingly. I think that my presence
Yeah.
is pretty straightforward. Like, this is my page. I post, snippets of performances. I post, pictures of selfies here and there, but I don't really post a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your inspirational quotes.
Yeah, that's true.
Look, I was like,
I'm that person. I'm not the selfie queen and posting a bunch of selfies, but I do from time to time, and I do post snippets of performances just so you can have an idea of this is my life, but it's not on a regular basis. So I don't feel like I'm inviting that type of interaction.
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So, what are some qualities or characteristics you now prioritize when you're looking for a partner, someone to date? And of course, this kind of probably is a yes, but has that changed over time? Katrece, I'll let you start with that one, hun.
My qualities have changed over time. I write a list. When I first got divorced, I wrote a list of the things I wanted. That list continues to evolve.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and now that I'm older, one of the things I find so sexy is a man who's a father.
Okay.
I prefer dating men who've had children, or
Mm-hmm.
preferably older children, but that's sexy to me, seeing them be fathers. I wouldn't have said that when I first got, 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But that comes from experience. Having 4 children myself, there's a relatability that people who don't have children might not completely relate. And then acceptance. I was more of a people pleaser 10 years ago. I'm not now. So
Mm-hmm.
it's you have your thing, I got my thing, we do our thing together, respectfully. Whereas I don't know if I would have been that way before. So it's evolved. I mean, we
Okay.
evolve as people. So as I evolve, my list evolves and I add new characteristics and update it,
Give me 2 or 3 things on that list.
kind,
Mhm.
athletic,
Mhm.
and can make me laugh.
Okay. Okay.
I'm trying to get away from he has to be over 6 feet. I'm trying to let the, but,
Right. Right.
but,
Those are the things that do change as we
but
get
I
older.
do
It's
want
like,
to climb a tree. But he ain't got to be 6 feet anymore.
I just, do you have all your teeth? Do you have a good retirement plan? Just,
I mean,
some
if he got all this,
important things.
if he got some good dentures, it's okay too. I mean,
You gotta look. It's called self-sufficiency.
Yes.
That to me is
yeah.
Yes. I
But
agree. I agree. Okay, Carmen.
yeah. Self-sufficiency is definitely number one. Because if you can't handle yourself,
Mhm.
Jesus. So you got. I don't want no tax lien on the house.
Oh, God
I don't.
dang.
No, I
Okay.
don't. Just handle your business,
I
whatever
mean,
your
I'm
business
very
is.
specific with the tax lien.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of things it could be, but you went straight to the tax
The
lien.
tax lien.
I know, I'm just trying to tell you this is real. It's real out here. That's all. And the tax lien is real. Okay.
Okay.
Look, so yeah.
Wow. Okay.
What else? What else?
So has it changed over time? Your list, Carmen, has it changed over time?
Absolutely. Just because of what I just said. Because at this point, now we're in our 50s. In
Right.
our 50s, you should be building or have built a certain amount of your life.
Yeah.
In my mind, for me.
Yeah,
For
no.
me. So,
Right.
because I have. So, whereas in our 20s, it would have been more like, hey, so what are we going to do together? Oh,
Right.
what are we going
Because
to
you
do?
got time on your side.
Yes. But now it's kind of like, so, and I need you to have mad respect for where I'm coming from.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I agree.
So I agree with definitely, there's so many different qualities, but self-sufficiency to me is the sexiest stuff. Woo! Look,
I gotta get it.
you better pay that bill. You better pay that bill. Okay, I'll stop.
Miss Nicole.
So yes, I agree with. I'm on the same page with the ladies. So this is cliche and it's like really trendy, but it's really real. So I prioritize peace. I lead with peace. So we're gonna start there. I've really worked very hard to be where I'm at in my life now. I have a lot of peace in my life. I
Mhm.
don't have a lot of drama and disturbances and disruptions. So you can't come and disrupt.
Don't disrupt your Tubi, huh?
You
Don't be
can't
disrupting
disrupt.
your Tubi movies, huh?
No, that part.
Those Tubi movies be on point. I'm sorry.
It's really bad. I have it really bad for Tubi, you guys. They need to
We need some Tubi therapy,
they
intervention.
need to pay me. But okay, so no, so I'm leading with that.
Okay.
So if you can add to my peace, wonderful. You will not take away from, you will not disrupt my peace.
Okay.
Like you said, Carmen,
Mhm.
yeah, definitely self-sufficiency we're 50 plus, that's a no-brainer. I think you don't have to own your own home but you have to have a home of your own.
Right. Right. And that's another question that I'm gonna add on to here. If you guys found the right person, would you want him to move in?
No.
Oh, okay. Just no.
You have to
Move in with me?
explain
No, and I don't want to move in
specific.
with him. No. I don't even know if I would like to live with someone anymore. So again, I'm fresh out on this dating thing.
Yeah.
I do enjoy living alone. I'm not saying that I'm closed off to living with someone, but right now I would appreciate having my own space and you have your own space and we can share space, but
Okay.
maybe not every day, not at this.
Right. You, as long as he has some place to go home to, and it's
Yeah.
not necessarily yours.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Carmen?
I go back and forth with that one, quite honestly,
Really?
because there's a part of me that would love to just, there's parts of marriage that I truly miss,
Mm-hmm.
and other parts that I absolutely don't miss.
Yeah.
But the parts I do miss are always having that person who, if I have something I need a date to, I don't have to question who's going to go with me. I
Right.
know who's going
Yeah.
with me. It's not a question. It's one of those, babe, here's what we're doing. That part is different. But other than that, man, it is nice to not have. I remember having the bachelor pad on his side of the bed. We called it the bachelor pad because it was a hot potato of a mess. I don't miss that. Jesus, see, now you got me going.
I'm
But
sorry.
no, so yeah. Anyway, I'll stop.
Katrece down there sipping her drink.
I like living with someone, but that's going to take time.
Yeah.
People come with their PR person, their public relations person too early in the relationship, so they need to have their own space. They need to be able to take care of themselves.
Yeah.
But I do like living with someone. I like sharing and creating a life together.
Okay.
So I mean, I moved to London, so
Yeah, you did. You would have stayed there too if it worked out. I know.
I'm mad that I
Come
can't be
visit
going
you in
back and
London.
forth. I miss London. I don't miss him, but I miss London. So I loved living there. So
Okay. Okay. So that's a definite no for Nicole, a maybe for Carmen, and a yes maybe for Katrece. That's
oh,
what's
I'm a yes, but it's gonna take. I mean, we ain't gonna be
okay.
quick.
It's gonna take some time.
I
He
want to
has to
get to know
prove
the person.
himself.
Like I said,
Huh?
I want to get to know the person.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So have you encountered, now that you're dating in your 50s, have you encountered any societal stereotypes or biases?
Not I.
Why don't you give us some societal stereotypes and
Is
biases?
maybe that would help because I'm like, I don't know
Give
what
us
they
some stereo. Don't make me Google it.
That
So
we're
I'm
50
thinking
and
more
dating,
like,
that we're not married. That would be a
right, that you're not married, or because I know I hear that a lot sometimes, that men will, I mean, these are conversations Pierre and I have, and men will have no problem if they're divorced or out of a relationship. It seems like they want to get back into a relationship, because men have a tendency to remarry or get back into a relationship faster than women. And, when I'm talking to them about it, so well, maybe maybe the women don't want to jump back into a relationship depending on how their previous relationship was. Because I've already told Pierre I wouldn't get remarried because there would be some tall shoes to fill, and the first time you leave the toilet seat up, you got to go. That's just so I wouldn't remarry. I wouldn't at this point in my life because I've had such a great marriage. I would not remarry. And there's the other side that, hey, I might just want to, grab a group of girls and just travel the world without having to worry about a man being at home. So I think those are some of the societal biases that, well, why aren't you remarried? What's wrong with you? Why didn't you get remarried? Or why aren't you in a relationship? What's taking you so long to get back into a relationship? And as we get older, like we said, we come with our own baggage. We come with our definitely our do's and don'ts. So have you guys encountered anything like that where people are like, you ain't with somebody already? I mean, what's wrong with you, Katrece? You ain't found nobody? Nicole, why does it take you so long to, that, I guess, is kind of an example.
I've gotten a lot of guys who don't want to get married,
Mm-hmm.
who are like, they just want a relationship. They don't want to get married. And it did make me really rethink my stance on marriage,
Mhm.
because I was married, I had the paper. What I want is the commitment and the relationship.
Right.
However, I can't say that those gentlemen were saying that because they wanted the commitment in the relationship. They just didn't want to commit. You know what I mean? So it's
Right.
finding that balance. Some of the norms that based on what you're saying, you know, it's like women can't have needs. And so men want to string you along to get you to their final destination is a notch on their belt. That's the nicest way to say it.
Mm-hmm.
But they'll butter you up with, oh, I want to be with you, all the things, but all they want is the notch on the belt. And my thing is, we grow. If that's what you want, say it up front,
Then
because
say
I
it.
might be down with it.
Right.
Don't string me along
Yeah.
with the fake promises, and that's all you want. We grow.
Right.
Or if I flipped it on them and say, is that all you want? They didn't like that. And now I'm being too aggressive. But I'm like, I don't want to be played with. I ain't a toy. I got toys and they really good. So, if, you know.
Why the eyebrows go up when she said it though? Good. Yes.
I'm just saying, I know how to take care of my own business. So don't play with me. Just dealing with stuff like that. Or just different expectations, and a lot of it is sexually based, and it's like, we on a first time dinner, why are we talking about this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, the way to her is through my mind, and you ain't.
No. I had a guy on a recent date say to me, he telling me, a woman knows in the first 10 minutes of meeting a man if she wants to be intimate with him.
This a man telling
He's telling me, a woman, that women know within the first 10 minutes. So anyway, yeah.
Well, maybe if you're in your 20s and 30s, but as we get older, those things change, because there's a lot more that you, like you said, through our mind. We're at the age where you need to stimulate here.
Please.
Because you could be fine as all get out, be like, ooh, I want to climb that tree, and then start to talk and be like,
Right.
And the unattractiveness just creeps back on, because the mind is attractive. So
physical attraction and sexual attraction are two different things. So
right.
So I want to know. Now you got me interested. So physical and sexual.
Physical, someone can be physically look good to you,
yes,
but you don't feel that sexual spark.
Yeah.
Right.
See, I used to think that if you were physically attracted to someone, you automatically were sexually attracted. And I realized in a relationship is when I realized, oh my gosh, I am physically attracted to this person,
but not sexually.
Sexually attracted.
Yeah.
In the relationship is when I learned that the difference.
I went out. Angela knows this. I went out to dinner with this gentleman, tall, fine black man. So the physical attraction was there. But all through the dinner, he's telling me stuff about his life that made me go, "Oh, you don't like your mama." Red flag. What? Huh? What? I mean, just different stuff. So finally, I just said, "Oh, so you're like truly, you live in a castle, and you come out to hunt, and then you go back to your castle, and it had a moat, the moat around it. No one could get in he let no one in his castle." That was a turnoff for me. And then when he finally said, "Oh yeah, women be getting hooked on me after 3 times." So I looked at him, I said, "So stop it too."
Oh,
if they're getting hooked at 3 times, stop it too. Then they ain't hooked. So so at the end of the date, he was like surprised. I didn't want to go back up to the room with him. Like,
yeah,
he needed to be dropped down a notch or two, because his ego was super.
Yeah. No, yeah.
So you gave him that reality check.
I did, because he was like, "You didn't even look up." I was like, "Because I was trying to get my map to go home. I wasn't thinking about you."
I mean, and then you get the follow-up text. I thought we had a connection. Lord.
We might
Oh,
have.
you've had those, Carmen?
Uh,
Ah,
I thought we that same scenario, the same person. Thought we
hmm.
had a connection. It's
And
just
see, I would have thought by the time we're hitting our late 40s and 50s that those kind of games would have stopped.
Me too.
they don't.
I did
I
too.
thought so too, but I found it's more games now than when I was younger. That's the difference to me. There's a bravery when you're younger about settling down and meeting the one and getting for the life. And now when you're older, no.
You think we would have it figured out in our? Are we in our golden years? Is this considered in this?
Oh, that was just that
What-
sounded
what- I was
really.
gonna say, we about
That
to hit
sounded
this
really.
right now. Like,
What do you call this age? What's
our prime time.
No, it's
Thank
something
you,
in our
Carmen.
think that men and women we would have it figured out, and we do not. And I'm also learning from the older generation that it doesn't stop. You have the 60, 70, and 80-year-olds
Mm.
still go. I can't imagine doing this in my 70s, and I'm
I
not.
heard kind of talking about the 60s, well, no, 70s and 80s, or living in what are those called? Retirement homes. What are they called? 55 and plus, whatever. That they have the highest what STD rates.
I believe
I'm
it.
like, what? Huh? That's what I mean, I didn't look it up to see if it was true, but I heard something like that, and I was like,
If not the highest
okay.
STD, I definitely believe that there's a lot of shenanigans and messiness in that generation.
Mm.
Oh, you didn't hear about the place in Florida? They have the colored ball loofahs, and they each represent something. They tie it to their golf cart,
Okay,
and
no.
it meant they was in a community, and it meant what each color meant. You know, because you have the different what are those sponge ball thingies, bath sponges.
Oh, the loofah thing. Or
Yeah, they're colored.
So
So
what?
maybe
Down to that golf cart.
white meant yes, white or their car antenna. White means something, black means something, red means something. And this was from some type of I want to say senior citizen community. I was like,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Okay.
This generation of senior citizens is something.
but I did think that we would have it much more together. When I got back out there, I thought it would be so much more together. It's to the point where I tell people, fix your marriage. It ain't worth it. It's hard out in these streets. Fix your
Yeah.
if you can fix it, fix it.
Fix it.
But because it's hard out here.
Hard in them streets, huh?
It's hard, but you know what?
No, it's hard out here when you're single.
What?
It's hard, but you know what? It's also very easy.
What do you mean?
There's a lot of things that you don't have to deal with.
Oh, being single.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just so it's hard when you feel like that's what you need right now. But other than that, it's real nice. So this
But
is
you
just
don't want to get it so nice that you're not open to a relationship. And
absolutely that's true.
and that's where I'm at. Because Angela's not lying. I don't leave my house. I'm like, I gotta leave my house to meet somebody. I don't do dating apps.
Me neither. I don't do online dating apps.
So how am I supposed to meet someone?
So Nicole and Katrece, why don't you do dating apps?
Nicole, you got it first, baby.
I'm old school in that way. I want to meet the old fashioned and traditional way. That's really, really important to me. I think, with all the catfishing and it's not my thing.
Yeah.
It just seems very trendy, and I'm not saying that it doesn't work because it clearly works for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not my thing, and I don't want to force it. And sometimes I'm like, am I being closed-minded? But no, it's not being closed-minded because I can understand why some people are interested and it works for them, but I don't have any interest.
Okay.
I don't, because online, you can be whoever you want to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Post a picture, and a lot of times you see, Carmen shares with me And the pictures that you see is just like, this is what we're doing now.
Yeah.
No, I
So
want to be
you don't think you'll ever? You
No.
don't think you'll? Okay.
No.
Okay. Katrece?
I try, and I don't last 24, 36 hours on the dating
Yeah,
site.
you did
I
try.
try.
You
I
told me
have
the next
tried.
day, the next morning, I was at her house. She jumped on. I said, just try it. Just try it. And she was
And there was
you
some
know,
fine black men this time, because
There were.
normally, so typically, I don't like it because I feel like a piece of meat in a butcher shop with a bunch of.
Yeah, that's
I don't like feeling like that. I feel like a piece of meat in a butcher shop.
yeah.
And
You just people just scrolling through.
yeah, and it's like really.
That's part of it.
So but this time I will admit there was some really handsome black men, especially men, period. But it was overwhelming. Then.
Look, y'all got me on my app right now.
But it was
Like, I'm like, look.
it was me. Look at that face. See, but it was overwhelming for me because I made the mistake of
See?
liking too many that liked me back, and then my brain was like, I gotta keep all these conversations. I gotta keep. It's too much. It was too much. And
I
like
don't
you
even
said,
think I got home good. And you text me and said, I'm off of it. I'm like,
I sure did. I sure did.
I didn't even get home, walk through the door good.
I sure did. I'm with Nicole. I'd like to meet him in person. I read people's energies. It's easy to read in person. I can get a vibe from you in person. I can tell if this is a yummy, ooh, yes. I want to talk all night. Or you can't get that from online.
Right. I'm with you, Katrece. I'm an energy
person. I mean, you eventually might get there, but I don't get that online.
Yeah. Carmen.
And then it's like, how many people are you talking to? I mean, I'm saying that we're just, but are you selling me swampland in Florida? I mean, you can be whoever you want to be. And the PR person still comes out, but you still can see past that in person.
Right.
Yeah. Now, Carmen, you're the only
Renee,
one who
somebody jumped on in the comments, said, I joined late. Not sure if you're talking about dating apps, but I gave those up. We talking about just dating over 50, period, Renee. But yeah, Nicole and I don't do dating apps. Carmen's going to have to give us the insight on the dating apps, because I couldn't even do Facebook matching. I was like, no.
Yeah, dating apps are, for me, I look at them as entertainment. Okay. So honestly, that's how I approach it. I don't pay for anything. I do, whatever the free stuff is what I'm doing. So they've got to come to me. I make a point in my profile and I say, if you are interested, you need to DM me, because I don't see your little likes. They don't mean anything on the apps. I mean, I don't mean like little likes. I don't mean it like little likes. That's not bad. But they don't show up when you're not paying. The likes don't mean anything.
Right.
In most apps. So, and then, but what I will say, it opens up more entertainment. But unfortunately, what I've come across is a lot of emotionally unavailable men.
Ugh.
And so they're on there, which leads you to think that they're emotionally available because they took the time to create a profile. However, the profile is just that. It's a profile. It does not mean that they are in a place where they're emotionally available.
Then what's the point?
They just want to hook up.
Some want to just hook up. Some
aren't there apps for that though?
There are apps for that. Yeah. Some just want to hook up, but some think they want more. But then when more is presented,
I was going to say,
seems like a waste of time and
doing it for entertainment, just like the other people are doing it for entertainment. But on the flip side, some don't even know they're emotionally unavailable and haven't done the work.
Yeah, they're not self-aware.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. I've been doing my work. I need someone who's doing their work.
You better preach. Yes.
So, Carmen, how long does it take to create one of those profiles? Because it seemed like you go. I'm talking about the gentlemen or whatever who are out there creating these profiles and really not into it.
Yeah.
It just seems like, why are you taking the time to create a profile if you're really not ready to, be dating, period.
Well, I think, I mean, I could,
I mean, I know we're speculating, but it just
Yeah,
seems like, you know.
I think some of them just want to, do the do.
Hook up.
Hook up is the do to
Be
do.
entertained, just like you said, you're being entertained.
Yep.
Probably something for their ego to see how many women
Yep.
are
Um,
getting their ego stroked too.
Yep.
mm,
Yep.
Not just the men, but women too.
yeah, yeah. I just think we're a little too old for that. I mean, that's just my
It's
opinion.
still entertainment.
I keep going back to that. I'm like, you would think that at some point.
It's still entertainment. I still get people who were shocked at how much I travel and do stuff by myself.
Yes.
I have a great time by myself.
They get threatened by that.
Yeah, so there's a lot of people who are not, and it's entertainment. It's like you said, it's a distraction, just like social media, regular social media is a distraction. Dating apps, I could see how it could be a distraction, but for me, it was just too overwhelming. It wasn't a distraction.
Yeah.
But I could see how it get on there, pretend to be something else, and just have fun chatting away. I mean, what is it show with Catfish? How many times people dating, talking for 2 years, ain't never seen somebody.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Like, huh?
No.
You've been with this person for 2 years and you in love. You ain't never seen it.
Right. We don't figure that in the milk thing.
Because it's still giving, it's still meeting a need.
Yeah.
Communication is still meeting a need.
Still meeting a need, exactly. So, how do you handle dating setbacks or disappointments differently now than you did when you were younger? I'll start with Nicole.
Well,
I was like,
so dating setbacks when I was younger, back then you crying and it's now with my maturity and growth and like Katrece said, doing the work and being content with me, I enjoy me. So now that I enjoy me, the setbacks don't tear me apart and I'm not heartbroken or
Right.
but I haven't really dealt with a lot of setbacks right now because again, guys, remember I'm still just getting back out there.
Right.
It hasn't even really been a year for me, so
Right.
it's kind of fresh. But I think I can deal with the
as far
setbacks
as opening yourself up.
as far as
to dating.
opening myself up to dating.
Yeah.
I've been single for 3 years, but I'm just now opening myself up to dating.
Okay.
I was engaged before this, and I'll just leave it there.
Okay.
But so with the setbacks, I feel like I have experienced some setbacks because I'm okay and content with self right now, where I don't feel like I'm horsing, as my mother would say, horsing to have a man. It's okay if I'm disappointed. It's okay if there's a little setback. And I don't look at a setback as the end of the world, like maybe I would have when I was in my 20s. A setback for you is the end of the world, and
yeah,
it's not like
sniffling
that.
and snotting and all that.
Yeah, I know. I can recognize red flags sooner than I did back then.
Right.
One thing that hasn't changed about me is I do feel like I like to give people chances. So I like to make sure I cross all my T's and dot my I's because when I'm done, I'm done. And I don't ever want to second guess and say, maybe I should have. No, I've given you plenty of chances. So
Okay.
when it's a wrap, it's really a wrap.
Okay. Carmen?
I didn't forget what the question was.
I said, how do you handle dating setbacks or disappointments now compared to when you were younger?
Well, I will say I was thinking about this. To me, heartbreak is heartbreak, whether you're 15, 20, 30, 50, 60. Heartbreak is heartbreak. But I have so much more going on with my life at this age that I don't have time to wallow.
Right.
I got to keep it pushing. But the pain is still there because, hey, I'm a human still. But I
Right,
also
right.
have a lot of experiences that have given me a different, empowerment as far as my own strength.
Okay.
So there's that too. But for the most part, yeah, there's some changes.
Yeah.
We're, we have our big girl panties on.
Yeah,
I got them big girl panties on.
yeah.
All right, Miss Katrece.
I've noticed it in two different places. So like when I broke up with the gentleman in London, he was my forever. That when that started to unravel, you talk about brokenhearted. I was in pieces, but I didn't let him see those pieces. Whereas before, why don't you want me? Why don't you want to be with me? No, I did that on the phone with my friend.
Right.
I became an artist. That's where the art came in because
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep. I didn't let him see it because that wasn't I learned if I want someone to be with me, not out of guilt, not out of pity, not nothing. So if you don't want to be with me, I love myself too much, but I still was broken hearted.
Right.
But I also started doing the work. Also now with the disappointments, whereas when I was younger, I used to be like, oh, he likes me. I guess I have to give it a try. No, I don't.
No, you don't.
It's different. I like myself. I love myself. I respect myself. I protect myself. And I will remove people who do not give that back to me in a way that, when people show you who they are, believe it. I'm not, and I'll be like, oh no, they didn't mean that. Yes, they did.
Yeah.
So now it's more of, oh, okay. Oh, you didn't call me. Uh-huh. Well, you're not interested in me. Angela knows. I can tell you're not interested in me. It's okay. I understand that. I'm not gonna be your filler. I'm not gonna be your filler till you meet the person. You're not interested in me, and I'm okay with that. Whereas old me would have been like, why don't you like me? Why am I not good enough? No.
Well, they might like you, but they're putting you in the friend zone.
They put me in the friends with benefits zone.
What's it
And
again?
then I'm like, tell me that. Again, we adults have the adult conversation because I might be like, cool. Don't play with me. Like, oh yeah, that's where I'm at, but yeah, no, it's just giving me a lot. I'm content with who I am.
Okay.
That's what makes the difference, that part. Being content with who you are. When we're in our 20s and 30s, like you said,
Yeah.
we
No,
weren't.
I'm trying not to talk, but I'm
We
like,
hadn't reached that place. When you're content with who you are, you don't settle and deal with, like you said, Katrece, you didn't call me? Okay. And we can keep it moving.
Right.
Back then, we would second guess and question, what's wrong with me? Oh my God, he doesn't. You probably did me a favor by not calling me back, sir. So thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you,
The
sir.
guy told me, he goes, you sure do curse a lot. That's not a charge. I said, well, I don't know if he's supposed to kiss. I said all the explicitives, and I said, and if I want to say sugar snot sneeze, I could say that too. But I'm not going to stop being me because of something you said. So if I feel like cussing you out, you might get a curse word, you might get a flip word. Who cares? But I'm gonna be me. Whereas old me would have been like, oh, okay, guys don't like cursing, don't curse. Psst,
Right.
Because there is someone out there that will.
Someone out there who is going to appreciate me, purple hair, cursing, and old.
For sure.
Carmen, did you want to say something? I heard the sigh, Carmen. Did you want to say something?
no, I just my sigh. Hopefully, my sigh says it all. Just who knows?
Okay, so we kind of already talked about this on the dating platform. So, Carmen, do you think, since you're the only one here, that technology and the online dating platform has that influenced your dating experiences, or you just take it, like you said, kind of with it's as entertainment? Do you do you do you find that you'd rather use the dating app Or would you rather do like Nicole and Carmen and Nicole and Katrece and just kind of go the old fashioned way? Or are you like, hey, I'll whatever way works?
Yeah, I'm definitely more from the whatever way works. You know,
Yeah.
I'm one of those. The more it's a numbers game.
Yeah.
It's a numbers game in life.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Put out, maybe you catch something, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. The more you put.
I don't mean like that, Nicole. All right, ladies, I have one more question. Can you share any insights or advice for other women who are in their 50s who may be hesitant about re entering the dating scene? I'll start with you, Katrece.
First thing is date yourself.
Yes.
Take yourself out on a date. I mean, and I mean dress up to the nines. Take yourself out and read a book. I don't care.
People watch.
To a concert,
Yes.
to the movies, travel, enjoy life within yourself. And then that way, if you meet someone, they're the cherry on top.
Yes.
Because the only place that you can find happiness is within. You provide your own happiness.
Yes.
Another person's not going to do it. And if you expect it on another person, that's very draining for that other person. So find yourself, love yourself, respect yourself, and go out and date yourself so you know what you like. Because if you know what you don't like, that means you know what you do like.
Right.
And then what I've been dealing with lately is because I've been on my own so much, I've been in my masculine energy. I have a lot of masculine energy. So I have guys tell me, "Oh yeah, that's the homie right there." And I'm cool with that because but I would like to be in my more feminine energy.
Your soft girl era.
I would love to but I mean, I'm taking care of my own self. So yeah, the masculine energy is going and pumping and growing. But we have to remember that whereas two feminine energies can be in a room and work well, two masculine energies, they repel.
Right.
And so I even know that when I do meet someone, I have to know I feel safe to go into my feminine energy so that I am not still, where I can, but I have to feel safe to do that. And that comes with knowing myself. So the key is knowing yourself. I mean,
Okay.
it's hot out there in these streets, and you got to leave the house. I still haven't gotten there yet.
Girl.
I was supposed to go to the store this week and walk around, and
yeah, right.
I still got the whole month of March though. But
I'm gonna hold you. I'm gonna keep calling you every damn day. Okay, did you go to the store? But you know what?
Yeah.
Again, you live in Rockland. I don't know what's
I still could go to Top Golf or something. It's if you were really serious about it, put yourself in places that you could meet someone. Right. And then be open about it, because your face you can have that resting bee face where no one's going to approach you.
Right.
So put on a smile, bat your eyes, open yourself up, be open to possibilities, and people will come. Right. But I'm working on that one myself, because again, I stay in my house. I like my house.
Carmen?
Yes.
Oh, you need a question again? Can you?
Look, yes. And you are? No, I'm kidding.
Can you share any insights or advice for women who are in their 50s who may be hesitant about re-entering the dating scene?
Yeah, definitely following the whole thing of you've got to be sprung off of yourself.
You do.
You got to be sprung. So whatever that means for you, whether it means getting your body right, getting your mind right, a combination, your money right, whatever it is, you got to be sprung off of you, because then you're more capable of dealing with whatever emotional unavailability or whatever challenges that might come up. So.
Okay, last but not least, Miss Nicole.
Well, to sum up everything that all these ladies have said, I agree 100%. Like Katrece said, date yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You have to, what do they say? Happiness is an inside job. It really is. Happiness is an inside job. So if you don't enjoy your own company, no one else is going to enjoy it. So yeah, I dine alone. I go to movies. I've gone to concerts alone. I enjoy my own company. So that's the start. Being comfortable, being content with being just with yourself.
Yeah.
I think that's the flex because yes, I would like companionship, but I'm not hard up for it. I'm okay in
Yeah.
my own company. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that is a plus. You have to get there first. Because if you go out here in your 50s thinking that, oh, now that we're 50 and we're dealing with older men and we haven't figured out, no, you're gonna be disappointed. I'm telling you. So proceed with caution, ladies out here 50 dating. Proceed with caution. Don't
Yeah.
go out here thinking that it's gonna it
Look,
You will-
look, even if you heck are fine.
yeah, because we fine out here.
You fine. That's right. So let me just ask this one question. Do you think it was easier dating when you were in your 20s and 30s than now?
I would say not necessarily easy. It was like we talked about earlier, it was more adventurous. It was more exciting. It was
Less expectation for me. For me, I didn't want you to have.
I had more prospects.
Yeah.
more prospects. We were younger, we were fit, healthy, we were now, dating older.
It's more prospects for me that are along the same mindset.
Say that again, Katrece.
More prospects with the same mindset.
Okay.
People have hidden agendas that they don't want to tell you about.
Yeah.
And you don't find out till later.
Yeah,
But I did want to add that you also you can attract a mirror version of yourself and not realizing it. So if you are out there dating and you're attracting all this, say, emotionally unavailable men, I was at one point because I was emotionally unavailable and I wasn't aware.
Okay.
And I had to do the work and then vibrate a different way. I had to shift me in order to attract what I wanted. So sometimes when you're out there dating and you keep seeing a pattern,
right.
The common denominator is you.
At yourself.
So what do you need to heal or work on? Because we all have that inner child that's been wounded. And so
you attract those things, but now you recognize it, for what it is. As before, when we were younger, we didn't recognize what it was. So I think it's easier now to recognize certain things because we're doing the work on ourselves so we can see, that's what that
Next.
have to give it
exactly. You go next. Thank you. Next. So whereas before it's like, maybe. Yeah. So no, I'm just good and bad, appreciate experiences for what they are.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, ladies. Even though we had a little audio problem in the beginning, we warmed up and it got good. So I appreciate it. Because I know Pierre and I we tried to do, dating in your 50s. And of course, we don't know. So I'm like, let me bring on some ladies that know. They got some experience.
Y'all don't know nothing. Y'all been dating forever. Y'all know nothing. Nothing.
That's why I'm like, let me bring some bodies on that does, and it can give a real on what's out there. So I do appreciate you, ladies. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
You're welcome. And everybody who joined, thank you again for joining. I appreciate you guys coming on, listening to what these beautiful ladies had to say. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. What, baby?
Your book.
Buy my book. I'm into that. Yep. Buy my book. 30 Years and Counting. 30 Years and Counting. It's on LoveParkConnection.com. And also wanted to point out this beautiful painting that Miss Katrece created or made for Pierre and I. It was at one of her art shows. It was amazing, and she made me look all tanned and stuff.
Yeah.
Gave me some color.
Give me some more melanin.
A little melanin. So her information will be in the description. Check out her artwork. It's amazing. Carmen, why don't you tell the folks a little bit about what you
Carmen,
do?
you can
I'm sure folks know, but tell them a little bit about Miss Carmen Jones.
What do you want to know? Yeah.
So that's Miss Carmen Jones. She does a amazing Teena Marie tribute. Of course, my husband is the musical director and drummer. And then Miss Envy over there, she is a background singer for Miss Carmen Jones.
Oh, wait, Nicole, come on. Let's hear a little rip from you. Come on.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
No, all you have to do is listen to the Love Park Connection.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes. I want some live.
Yes. Go on.
But how's the theme song go?
Go sing it.
Reminisce about the love we had.
I'm not even gonna try. I'm gonna stop.
And the moments seem to go so fast.
There you go, baby.
So beautiful. Thank you. So you guys, their information will be in the description. Please check them out. Carmen
Carmen Jones Music.
Carmen Jones. Yes, I'll put that in the description, and I'll put Katrece's information in the description. And please check them all out. They are amazing ladies. And gentlemen, you see these beautiful ladies. So
yeah, but me and Carmen, me and Nicole both said we ain't checking the DMs.
No, they're not checking the DMs. So
If you're gonna put our Instagrams, you could post our Instagrams.
I'm gonna put all that stuff in the description. So
No, you want to come to a Carmen show. There you go.
Oh my God. Look, we got to do this more than once a year, though, y'all.
Do a follow up, maybe a 6-month follow up to this.
Oh, we would do that with some extra, wine. And Katrece had the horse. I don't see nothing in there, Katrece.
Katrece, is that Ruth Gins? Who's behind you?
That's Ruth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah. All right,
that's
ladies.
my old work too. That's my 2021 work.
Yeah, her artwork has transformed. So, oh, okay.
Is the bottle gone?
Is the bottle gone, Nicole? Is it gone?
No, we have a little sip left.
A little.
Well, just a little
You
sip.
just want.
Okay, we gotta go, y'all.
All right, guys. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks for having us. Love ya. Bye.
Love you. Bye.